We're looking for the Great Muchina Yokai!
Do you know where it lives?
Great Muchina Yokai? What's that?
Huh? You've never heard of it? It's a sneaky monster that goes around playing tricks on people. It's got magic powers and can even shapeshift into anything.
One time, the Great Muchina Yokai stole some rice from our house. And sounds like a very naughty little monster.
'Cause we finally found out how to chase it away.
My dad said that the Great Muchina Yokai likes to play tricks on people who stay out all the time and don't come home when there's a... So all we need to do is chase it away. Then we can come out and play whenever we want. This monster sounds scary, though. Surely your parents must be worried about you. Oh, not really. I told my dad that I was gonna find the Great Muchina Yokai with...
So we think it must be weak right now. It's probably hiding away so it can rest.
Yeah, so as long as we get home before it gets its strength back, we'll be...
Something sounds very strange about all this. But Paimon can't say exactly what it is. Yeah, Paimon feels like the Great Muchina Yokai is one of those storybook monsters that doesn't exist in the... We should tell them so they don't waste all their time looking for it. Oh, children, listen up. There's no need to go looking for the Great...
Huh?
No way.
That's impossible. Your folks are just worried about you is all. They don't want you wandering too far from home because it's... That's not true. The Great Muchina
Yeah! Yoimiya's even making some weapons for us. And then she's gonna show us how to blow it up.
Yoimiya, huh? Wait, as in fireworks prison break?
We told her all about the Great Muchina Yokai. She said we shouldn't be scared of it. We should
We've been waiting for ages now. And finally, Yoimiya said that today...
Yoimiya plays with us and tells us stories all the time. She wouldn't tell a lie. But... Come on, let's get out of here and go find Yoimiya. Wait, hold on, don't go! They didn't seem to take that very well. But Paimon was only trying to look at... Who knows what Yoimiya's got to do with this? Let's follow the kids and see what's going on.
Cheer up, guys. Don't be so down. She was only joking back there. How could the Great Muchina Yokai not exist, huh?
But we've never seen it for ourselves.
That's because the Great Muchina Yokai is extra powerful. It's okay. Don't be discouraged. Hey, remember, even if you can't find it right now, it'll definitely show up before the fireworks show starts. So, remember to come and pick up your weapons from me before then, okay? No matter how powerful the Great Muchina Yokai might be, it's no match for my specially made fireworks. It's up to you guys to protect your homes, your crops, and your folks.
Got it. Thanks, Miss Yoimiya. We'll try and be more patient.
Oh, yeah, hold up a sec. I have a few slips of paper for you guys, one each. Remember, just tell them it's from Yoimiya. They'll know what it's about.
Okay, thank you, Yoimiya. We're gonna go back now.
Thanks, Yoimiya. Come play with us soon. Sure thing, will do. Take care on the way back, and I'll see you later. So it was you guys. I guessed as much from the way the kids described you. Now, the Great Muchina Yokai is pretty popular with the kids, so of course they're gonna get upset if...
Okay, but it definitely doesn't exist.
Yeah, the first time I heard about it, I knew straight away that was probably something the parents had come up with to stop the kids from running off all the time. But when the kids asked me about it, I didn't want to break it to them. I just told them that it looks cute and likes to play pranks. So, I guess now the kids' impression...
So
So in a way, this monster is all a product of your...
Maybe so. In any case, sure, it's likely that the parents just wanted to stop the kids from staying out all the time. If I just go ahead and tell them that the great Mujina yokai doesn't exist without knowing the full story, then who knows? Besides, they're just kids. They should be allowed to believe it if it makes them happy. That's more important to them than questioning what's real and what isn't. Heck, I entertain my fair share of fantasies too. The fire diamond that spins around and shoots out lights that are all the colors of the rainbow. Ooh, the mist spirits that live far off in the mountains and guide you to fairyland. I know that they don't really exist, but I still enjoy believing in them. I'd give them the evil eyes and tell them to get the heck out of my face because, right? So what if it's made up? It's also really awesome and kind of magical. The things we believed and the experiences we had when we were young turned into when you were kids. Surely you guys believed in things like heroes who slew dragons and sacred swords that cut through darkness. It's the same. If we tear apart these kids' fairy tales now, what else do we have to tell them? That Inazuma's locked down? All the grim tales of the Vision Hunt decree? I think it's...
Yeah! Oh, way too early.
Whether you understood me or not, okay, it's about time I headed back. The Naganohara fireworks show is just around...
Naganohara fireworks show? Is that hosted by your family or something?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why our name is on the event. It's well known throughout Inazuma. Oh, on the subject, are you busy these days? If not, then you should totally come along. I'll prepare an... In that case, come with me to Naganohara. We'll go see my pops. Inazuma is home to the Yai Publishing House, and a lot of people who like to write stories, too. A load of them have bad endings, though. Like, the fire diamond will get put in a rich person's gallery where it will never be ignited again. Or someone will see the mist spirit and not manage to catch it, but because they angered it, it'll never show itself again. Hey, Pops, I'm back!
The fireworks show is almost upon us, and the fireworks for each family are almost ready. Oh, new faces? Who are these two? Friends or customers?
A bit of both, actually. They arrived in Inazuma just recently. Can't let them miss out on a fireworks show after coming all this way, can we?
Well, either way, come on in and have a seat. And I, Naganohara Ryunosuke.
That can wait. Pops, I need to ask you about something.
A long, long time.
Pops has started telling his stories again. Sorry about this. Ever since Pops had his accident, his ears don't work too well.
Really? But for a moment there, it almost seemed like you were having a coherent conversation.
Much, much later, people eventually realized that if you grind certain materials and...
Pops, wait!
Huh? What's that?
Did they deliver those firework materials that we ordered yet?
Oh! Yesterday's fireworks have all been delivered. So have the ones...
No, Pops, I meant the materials. The materials that we ordered.
Ah, today's fireworks are almost ready too. Don't you worry. You're old...
No, Pops, the materials. The raw materials for making fireworks.
Sorry?
Materials!
Oh, the materials!
Yes, the materials! Sorry, Paimon got all excited because you finally got the message.
The materials aren't here yet. The couriers did come over to explain why, but, well, I think they did.
No worries. As long as we know, that's fine. We can just make them later.
Of course. Leave it to me.
Oh, sorry if we were a little loud. It's always the way, though. It's like that every time I need to ask Pops something. That's my Pops. He's a good person, all right. Because my Pops is deaf, he never argues with anyone and never contradicts them. He just, when I was little, I thought it was because he really understood me and agreed with whatever I had to say. So, eventually, I realized that the reason he was like that was that he's deaf. But,
Why would you do that?
it just makes me happy to see him smile, and it keeps him from being lonely, right? Anyway, more importantly right now, the fireworks show is right around the corner and the materials still haven't arrived.
Yoimiya? Is that you?
Oh, you scared me there!
Sorry.
Hold on, I'm coming over. No one's looking. Okay, you can come out now. Come around the side. We're lucky that no one from the Tenryo Commission was around. Otherwise, we'd all be...
Sorry, I guess I was a little rash, but when I heard you come back,
Don't worry, Sakajiro. So far, at least, everything is going according to plan. We're going to look for firework materials shortly. While we're out, we'll sort out the boat situation for you, as promised.
Thank you for all your help.
He's one of our old customers. He came back to Inazuma from the outside world not long ago. While he was smuggling himself...
An arrest warrant?
Shh! Keep it down! We don't want to draw any unwanted attention. If Sakajiro is caught, there's no knowing what crimes they could charge him with. All we can do is find him a boat and send him out of Inazuma again. Yeah, we know it's going to be dangerous, but there aren't many other options left.
What if the boat capsizes? Drowning is really scary. If things are this bad, couldn't you have just not come back in the first place?
Well, there's something I felt but as soon as I got back, I started hearing about all these unbelievable changes. I didn't want to cause any trouble for Yoimiya or Mr. Ryunosuke, but I'm very grateful to them for taking me in.
Hey, no worries. You're more than welcome. Remember what I said? As long as you've got that little piece of paper, you'll...
Little piece of paper?
Yep, the same paper slips as the one I gave to the kids earlier. Whenever a customer orders fireworks for a commemorative event, only people from inside my family can understand what's written on it. It's the recipe for the fireworks if someone shows a Naganohara that paper slip, we guarantee we can make the exact same firework as the original one they purchased. Whether it's 10 or...
Wow, that is so awesome!
It's a family tradition. All our regular customers know about this.
The slip I have is from back when my parents ordered fireworks from Mr. Ryunosuke. Now that I think about it, it must be nearly 20 years ago. Who would have thought that things would turn out the way they have?
It'll be fine. Escaping in a boat is just a last resort for if there's no other way. I'll still try and come up with a different solution. Whatever their reasons might be, if our customers come to us looking for help, we're not about to leave them high and dry.
Thank you. This way, I still have some time to consider.
All right. Well, let's not stay out here in the open for too long. Hurry up and get back in...
All right. I'll leave it to you then, I guess.
It's a shame. They still wouldn't give him a permit, even though he was born in... Speaking of, you guys only got here recently. How did you manage to get a permit?
Even then, we only got through thanks to some help from Miss Hiragi Chisato of the
I see. So you had big shots helping you. I guess that won't be of much help to Saku... I just wish the commissions could be a little bit more... I bet nowhere else you've been is quite like Inazuma, huh? Well, no matter what, I have to find a way. I'm sorry. I invited you to come watch the fireworks, but now I have to run. You don't have to join me if you don't want to. I can go sort out the firework materials in the boat by myself. Oh, cool! Then let's start with Sakajiro's boat. We can chat along the way. Oh yeah! If it's fine with you, can I ask how you two first met?
Drowning this one time, and after that, we started traveling together. Why do you...
Nothing. I'm just quite envious of your relationship. My pops had a person like you around. His being deaf wouldn't hold things up all the time. Why do you look so excited? Koichi, I'm here! How is the boat coming along?
Yeah, it's, all right, I guess. Wait, should we really be talking?
Oh, don't worry, they're my friends. You can trust them. They came with me to check...
Yeah, you could say we're all in the same boat here.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you. I'm just being cautious.
Huh? Why is that?
Because of the Sokoku Decree, the Tenryou Commission is really suspicious of any kind of seaborne vessel. Even the smallest ones, they'll stop and interrogate us, demanding to know what we plan on doing.
I understand. I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess.
Don't be silly. I'm actually happy you came to me for help. I've always come to you for fireworks, and again this time. So just consider this my way of... Right, I'll go fetch the boat now. I should be back shortly.
Thank you. Oh, if it's on the way, you can always pick up your fireworks from my house. Everything was made in strict accordance.
All right then. The fireworks show will be starting soon, won't it? You should make sure your new friends...
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, you know what? You should tell them about your past. About the first time you ordered...
That's a long story, actually. Maybe I'll come back to...
Oh, right, yeah. Got caught up in the conversation.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it for now and meet you back here later.
Lucky you reminded me. Otherwise, I would have ended up chatting the rest of the day away. I've been so busy with the fireworks business these past few days that I haven't had a moment to stop and chat with anyone. It's killing me. Of course, Pops is happy to listen to me chatter away, but because he can hardly hear anything, it's difficult to get an interesting reaction from him. And I'm doing it again, aren't I? What I meant to say was, while Koichi is bringing the boat here, we should try to find some firework materials. I need to make fireworks not just for you guys, but for those kids and Sakajiro as well. We're missing a lot of materials. It'll be fine. It's actually like this every year. There's always a bunch of extra orders to slot in. When people want fireworks, it's always because they have something to commemorate. And if they miss the chance, they might never get another one. So, no matter how busy I am, I'm always happy to...
So, what you're trying to say is that you would...
Oh, I do! I really do! Being born into a family of fireworks makers, I feel like since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with watching things go boom! And then seeing all the lights and, what I really wanted to say was, don't worry about me. It'll all be fine. Sorry. It's just that good conversation can be as fleeting as fireworks sometimes, you know? So, let's head to the city. I think I'll try my luck with some people that I...
Question! Doesn't it hurt your voice talking all the time?
It can get uncomfortable, I guess, but what else would I be using my voice for?
Huh. You kinda have a point.
Ah, here we are. Hello, Morihiko. How's business these days?
Yoimiya, there you are. Ha, no need to beat around the bush. You're here for the fireworks materials, I assume.
Huh? Really? How did you know?
Because a fireworks show is coming up. And that usually means you'll be running all over the place trying to get your hands on some last-minute materials. I've come to expect it now. There's always a few...
Oh, I'm so sorry for bothering you every time.
Ah, come on now. You know I didn't mean it like that. I'd sooner have my... What about you two? Are you the ones needing some fireworks? Once when I had an argument with my son, I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it wasn't for Yoimiya, who knows? He probably...
Nah, he was never gonna come to that. He's a sensitive kid and he cares a lot about your feelings. Maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more at ease.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably too serious around him. Which is strange, because I don't think I'm anything like that when I'm talking with other people.
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more trouble in the future, even if it's not fireworks related, I'll happily oblige. Customers come first.
All right, then. Everyone's always saying what a good... Go ahead and take the ore, by the way.
Oh, no, you don't. That's out of the...
Don't worry. Just take it.
Gratitude won't pay your bills, though. Don't do this to me.
I already said it's fine. Please, just take it.
Well, how about this then? I'll record this in my notebook, and we can consider it a down payment against any fireworks you want to purchase in the future.
There's no convincing you, is there? All right, then. If you pass on my regards to your dad, tell him Morihiko.
Will do. You look after yourself as well. Don't push yourself.
Everyone seems to really like you, Yoimiya.
You're not the first person to say that. In fact, some people think I'll literally do any feat. When that happens, I say to them, hey, this is a fireworks store. We do, but they don't always listen. Anyway, we've gotten all the materials we need now, so that solves that problem. Next, we just need to go find someone to process them.
Please speak to President Sango. I'm just a helper.
Hajime, Mr. Aminoma, it's me.
Ah, Yoimiya. If I'm not mistaken, you must be here for some fireworks.
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading up to the fireworks show.
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a while? I have...
No worry. Oh, wait. Actually, how about this? Do you need a hand? As long as we can get through your orders.
That will depend on my master.
Oh, you don't mind, do you, Mr. Aminoma? As you know, it's not long now until the Naganohara fireworks show starts. There's still a lot of fireworks left to make if I don't finish them on time.
Talkative as ever, I see. Dear child, the essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. If you badger Hajime like this, you will only succeed in disrupting his...
But this is a special circumstance, surely. The Naganohara fireworks show is right around the corner.
So give me your ore, and I will process it for you.
Huh? Master, you mean...
Is that so surprising? It is, after all.
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Aminoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara fireworks show is an important event. But Yoimiya, you should plan things more carefully in the future.
I'll try my best. In the future, I'll get some extra materials in.
Though for you, dear child, no matter how much you prepare in advance... Excuse me. I will be back shortly.
Wow, Mr. Aminoma! Just look at the shape and size of these grain. It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but it looks like your craft hasn't degraded.
Of course. I have studied these techniques my whole life.
So have Amenoma Art and Naganohara Fireworks been working together?
Back in the day, it was my master, and Ryunosuke's father. The people may have changed, Hajime. In the future.
I know.
All right, I won't bother you. Okay, time to head off. Koichi probably isn't back just yet, but let's go wait for him. Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. But not to worry, because actually, I've been hoping for a chance to have a nice... Sorry for dragging you with me everywhere. Everyone's been so good to me, though. It's all gone...
Feels like Paimon has barely spoken a word this whole trip.
I felt like I was neglecting you guys. So, I wanted to find an... When we first met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have a chance to sit down and have... You guys are travelers, right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma? Ooh, sounds great! I heard they pretty much have no rules over there, right? So people are free to... My Pops actually received a gift from one of his old customers over there.
Dawn Winery! Their dandelion wine is...
Yes, that's the one! I remember when he drank it. I've never seen him enjoy a bottle of wine so much in his life. My friend once said to me that only people with a strong will and a clear purpose decide to go traveling. Maybe it's to see a certain view or to fulfill a... So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
And to find a lost family member, too.
You were separated from your family because of a god? Oh, that must be really tough. I get it. Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. Unlike the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. In other words, a state of tranquility, where very little of the advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a great place to come and rest. Let me put it this way. I was just worried that you might be getting weary. And if you keep pressing on in that state, you might start to lose sight of the things that...
Sometimes. That's also just how it is.
When you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle, even trying to have fun. You won't be able to enjoy yourself. An adventurer friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, you'll miss a lot of opportunities and precious moments to be had along the way. Don't worry though, I'm sure I can think of some way to get you feeling relaxed. And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave eventually, I want to make sure you at least leave with fun. Who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home. I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks I want to give you guys.
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head over to the boat. Okay, good. Let's go then. Just act naturally, though.
If it can withstand the storms out on the ocean, it must...
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality is guaranteed.
Being number one, hands of my disciples now.
That's way too small.
Can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can provide. It's built from the finest Inazuman timber. Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's planning to ride this into the storm, it's going to be exceedingly
I'm also hoping Sakajiro won't have to use it. It's just there as a last resort. I gotta say though, Koichi, it feels like your craft has improved once again.
I'm not the one you should be praising. It's all thanks to the guys who kindly, to avoid detection, we each worked on our own materials separately, then assembled them secretly. This is the largest we could afford to build. Any bigger and there's no way it would pass the Tenryou committee.
Let's store the boat here for now then. I'll fill Sakajiro in when I get back. He'll need to make some preparations before setting sail.
Uh-oh. Paimon feels really worried all of a sudden.
Maybe it does, but I knew what I was getting into from the... My family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them. And whenever there's a national event of any sort, as long as I'm polite and respectful and don't cause a fuss, they won't look to cause trouble for me. And anyway, to your point about collaboration, you've been helping out too, right?
That's true. This was all a collaborative effort. Wait.
So you're seasoned crooks already, eh? Don't know what I was worried about. Anyway, thanks for everything, Koichi. And your fireworks are ready, so just go pick them up from my house whenever you want. While you're there, you can get my pops to settle the boat construction fees.
Oh, don't worry about paying anything. Third Sis would be sure to scold me if she found out I'd taken Mora from the Naganoharas.
Who's Third Sis?
Let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me. There used to be a thriving merchants guild in Inazuma. It got really... At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same time to the families of the guild. They all grew up together, each of them learning they were a tightly knit group of friends. But eventually, they all grew up and decided it was inevitable that business would send them all to different corners of the world, and that they'd have far less opportunity.
That's right. Just before we went our separate ways, the eldest of the group suggested that we should all go...
They were all very ambitious types, and each had their own knack for doing business. One by after that, he hardly saw them. But whenever one of them did come back to visit, fireworks...
Yeah, no matter how close you and your friends are, there's always going to be some distance after being separated for a long time. But as soon as the fireworks lit up the sky, it'd instantly take us right back to our childhood. To us, those memories are eternal.
Oh, so this is what you meant when you were talking about commemorating things.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's why I can't let people down when they're counting on me for their Anyway, I need to go update Sakajiro. See you, Koichi. Thanks again for your help.
Yeah, I should get out of here too. I don't want to get caught...
Okay, story time. So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the trade associations... are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway, so I never have a clue who they are. One time, he shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him. So I'm like, yes, I do! You held me once when I was just a baby. Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends. The boat is ready and waiting. I'll mark the location for you on the map. Before you leave, I recommend that you pack some food and water.
After how much effort it took to get back in, it's hard to convince myself to leave again.
Well, they won't look much better if you get caught by the Tenryo Commission. I'm afraid that sooner or later they are going to find you here. Time is starting.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get out of here before they come. I promise, I won't cause you and your family any—
I didn't mean it like that. If we ever ran into any problems, I'm sure. But if the Tenryo Commission does catch up to you, they make a run for the boat.
Okay, I won't let them catch me. But...
Why did you want to come back to Inazuma anyway? Is there something you want to...
I didn't used to like this place at all. That's why I left. But looking back on things now, once I started to realize that, I got restless. I couldn't stop thinking about the people and the things I'd left behind. So I... forget it. What does it matter now? It's too late anyway. I originally wanted to make up for all my regret.
What a pity.
Talk to us about it. Maybe...
If only there was no Sakoku decree, huh? Anyway, don't worry. We're not going to bother you about it. We'll keep trying to buy you as much time as possible. The Tenryo Commission. If only they weren't so overzealous, there might be a way. Oh, that's right! That elderly couple, old customers of ours, their son's in the Tenryo Commission, isn't he? Yeah, quite high up as well. That's it. I'll go talk to them. Maybe they can do something.
Are you sure they won't just report me instead?
Oh, don't worry about that. They're really nice people. I know them well. They won't cause us any issues. All right, you should get back indoors, Sakujiro. We'll be back in no time at all. Okay, let's go. Time waits for no one. Wait, hang on. What about the fireworks? All those materials? There's so many orders to finish. Pots! Pots! No, never mind. I know. I'll write him a note.
Why did you cut Paimon off?
Just time.
Well, if it isn't Yoimiya. Come on in, dear. Come and take a seat. Are these two your friends?
Yes, they're travelers from afar. Outsiders have a very difficult time getting into...
Indeed, these are unprecedented times. But seeing as they came all this way, we...
Oh, before I forget...
Oh, thank you, dear. Your family is so good to us I wonder if I'll still be around to see the next...
Of course you will. You're both in great health. Don't say things like that.
We aren't as young as we once were. It used to be that I could spend all day working the land, carrying water back and forth. I wanted to do some weeding yesterday, but as soon as I bent down to get...
No worries. Say no more. We'll handle it.
No, no, no. We can't be putting you to work when you're a guest. I'll just go fetch the tea and some snacks. And
it's fine. It's not like it's the first time I've helped you with chores. I just haven't had much time recently with the fireworks show coming up. But once that's out of the way...
It's no trouble, really. We don't...
Oh, you're such good kids. As for... if you're quite sure it's no trouble, then... I have some pickled radish here.
Sure, it won't take us a moment. The old folks aren't very mobile, so come on, let's help them out. We'll get rid of the weeds first and then deliver them. Windblade! it. And that should just about do it. Satoru is on the other side of the village. Let's go see him now. Hey, Satoru. How have you been? Keeping well?
Yeah, same as usual. Not much has changed. You're looking for...
All thanks to the support of our loyal customers. The family business we sold some fireworks to Liu a while back, and word is they were a real hit. So it looks like we'll be getting...
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. Are you sure you and Mr. Ryunosuke? If it gets too much, don't forget, you can always ask...
We should be fine. I think we can cope. Oh, yeah. This is some pickled bread.
Oh, wow, thank you so much. I never used... But then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff, and I couldn't get enough of it. It's a family...
Speaking of your family, how's everyone doing?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument, but I guess that's it. Being close to family is better than never getting to see them. Even if it does mean putting up with... Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship. But still, they must get lonely with their child never...
They didn't seem that way to me. I think they're just used to it. You make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future. That way, they won't get so bored.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that. As would all of us in Konda Village. You're always welcome.
Thank you! Now that we finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Imatanis about Sakujiro.
That was quick.
Younger people have bundles of energy, and older people have a wealth of wisdom. Each have their strengths.
Speaking of youth, do you know what? It's...
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how the time flies.
50 years since what? Some important...
Well, if you must know, it was 50...
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both know you were the one.
Well, maybe you're right. 50 years ago, I proposed to my wife at the Naganahara. To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain. I wasn't sure what even as it was rising up into the sky, But then it exploded, the sky lit up. I looked back at her and saw... Before I knew what was happening, apparently, I'd already said it. And
50 years. In some ways, it's a long time, but 50 years of being together. Now that...
I had no idea it was your 50th anniversary. If I'd known, I would have made some extra fancy...
Oh, no, it's quite all right. We always set up. Seeing that firework go off takes us right back to those days. Even at this age.
Ah, what a great
Enough about us, though. Yoimiya, aren't you busy with the fireworks show coming up? Was there something you need?
Yeah, it's a difficult...
Sakujiro.
Huh? You know...
He was our boy's best friend. They were inseparable. But one day...
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too peaceful, but our Keisuke took after his father and mother. He felt that there was nothing wrong at all. You know what children are like. They get terribly worked up about these sorts of things.
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was very hurt by it, but eventually, whether out of pent-up anger or for some other reason, he joined the Tenryo.
If it was anything else, I could talk to Keisuke. But since it's Sakujiro...
What a strange coincidence.
I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said because of past mistakes and wasn't willing to... Now I finally understand why he can't decide what to do.
Two best buddies in childhood. One grows up to join the Tenryo Commission, the other grows up to join the Tenryo Commission.
Well, no worries. If that's the case, then never mind. We can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult for you. This sounds like some...
Yes. It'd be so nice if they could go...
I think after all these years, they ought to let go of their...
say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know after we...
Yoimiya, something bad's happened. Some people from the tin...
Huh? Why? Pops, are you alright? They didn't do it?
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fireworks, so they shouldn't go in because it's a fire hazard. But they didn't listen. It seemed like luckily, Sakujiro heard them coming in time and managed to escape through the...
Oh, this is bad news. I don't think Sakujiro had enough time. Pops, did you see where he went? Oh, the Tenryou Commission will definitely be chasing after him. Good point. Names. We need names. The Commission wouldn't normally cause this big of a fuss over a stove.
Sorry, my ears are no good. And I didn't... I wish I'd caught their names.
As it happens, I did. I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump into them on the... I think their leader's name was Keisuke, just like you said.
Just as I thought. Thanks. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't solve anything. And even worse, there'll be no coming back from it for Sak. We can't let that happen! Come with me. Let's track them down. Saka and his friends! Let's ask them.
Hi, Yoimiya! Are the weapons to scare away the great Mujina yokai ready yet?
Oh, Mr. Ryunosuke is making them right now. You can go collect them.
Aren't you gonna play?
I'm sorry. I have something important to do right now. But I'll bring you guys some candy next time. The extra sweet candy. Yay! Also, I wanted to ask you guys something. Yep, we did.
Are they trying to catch a monster too?
No, don't worry. It's all just to be good kids and stay out of trouble, all right? Stay in the city for now, and I'll come play with you after the fireworks start.
We will. We'll be on our best behavior.
It looks like this is the right way. Let's keep going. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, I guess I'll have to step in. Look! There are people from the Tenryou Commission over there! It must be them!
Sorry, official business. I can't let you pass.
Sakujiro and Keisuke are up ahead, right? We need to talk to them about something.
Didn't you hear me? You're not getting past.
Ugh, what a nuisance! Well,
Dodge this!
Get up! Come a little closer.
How dare you impede the work of the Tenryou Commission? You will be punished for your actions. There is nowhere you can escape justice. Not even at the edges of the world.
Look at that! The one with the loudest mouth had the... We can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead.
Your skills with the sword have stagnated, Sakujiro. You should have known that you stood no chance against me in a duel.
I never imagined I'd fall into your hands. If this is to be my fate, I accept it.
But your return says that you finally came around to my point of view.
Whatever you say.
You will return with me to the Tenryou Commission to await your sentence. The one who made this boat will also be punished.
Wait! It doesn't have to end like this! Don't you have anything else to say to...
Hey, I know you. You're Naganohara's girl, who makes the fireworks. I know you like to get involved in other people's business.
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is the past.
And why did you risk life and limb to get yourself back into Inazuma? And why were you so reluctant to leave? I'll tell you why. This is why. This is the chance you've been waiting for.
I have nothing to say to him. He's a criminal. I work for the Tenryou Commission. There is out of respect for the friendship we once had, I gave him a chance to fight for his freedom. But his—
What are you talking about? You left all your subordinates back there to guard the road, making sure no one else followed you here. See, I can see it in your faces. You both have so much to say.
Don't flatter yourself.
Yoimiya, leave it. It was just my—
No, I won't leave it. I will not stand by and watch when you have Keisuke. You seem to like settling things with a duel, so let's do it your way. If I win, then you need to say everything that's in your heart. No more— And the same goes for you, Sakujiro. If I win, you will tell Keisuke exactly why you came back. No, if you don't say anything now, you may never have another chance.
And if you lose?
Then I'll admit to collaborating with Sakujiro and accept the Tenryou Commission.
Yoimiya.
I accept. Let's settle this with a
Sir, we're here to back you up.
Back up? Duels are supposed to be one-on-one! All right, that's it! Let's help Yoimiya! We can't let her fight them all alone!
Come a little closer.
Withdraw.
Time for a light show. Nice and spicy.
Sir, they are too strong. We need more men.
Stand down.
What?
I thought I told you to stay away. Now—
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Young lady, you are just as obstinate as Sakujiro was back then. Why were you so convinced that we had things to say to each other?
Because Sakujiro may not have told me about you when he came back. Then your parents told me about what happened between you when you were younger. Once I'd heard the story, I realized that the firework meant something, and that's why I simply refuse to believe that you have nothing to say. Nobody sets off a firework to feel lonely, do they?
The reason I came back is that it wasn't that I'd changed my mind. I just felt that what I'd done in the past was to try. I saw the freedom of Mondstadt, the contracts of Liyue, the wisdom of Sumeru, and the justice of Fontaine. It all left a deep impression on me. I was glad that I'd left Inazuma, but then I happened to hear about the I was an escapee, and I was proud of that. What I should have tried to do is take—
So that's why you came back? Out of your naive—
No, I let go of all those delusions of grandeur. After all.
Huh?
I don't know about you, but life hasn't been easy for me. But I just had to come back and visit.
Life isn't easy for anyone. I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. Her ideas were my but now— my role is to punish violators of the Sakoku decree and confiscate people's visions. I do wonder. The boat is yours.
Huh?
I couldn't make you stay in Inazuma, but that doesn't mean I want to keep you here by force.
What will you say to the higher-ups?
Don't worry about that. I'll hand— If you want to come back, I hear the process of returning to Inazuma from the outside. I will lend you my help, but until then— And don't kick the bucket on the way out.
Don't worry, Keisuke. Any chance we can watch the fireworks together?
Maybe next time. I'll be demoted. It's not like me to give in to childish sentiment like this. It's the one that Sakujiro planned on using for his escape. I asked Yoshitaka and the others to transport it here. Forcing Sakujiro to this spot was also something I had planned all along. It's just like you said, Yoimiya. Even though I hadn't fully
But I think you did the right thing. And look.
I understand now. Thank you. I didn't know you were quite so perceptive.
That's only because I know your parents so well. They're both really—
I had heard there was a new Naganohara running things these days. Little loud and reckless, maybe, but... By the way, Naganohara fireworks can reproduce the firework that the two of us set off back...
Sorry, no can do. Without the slipper reference, I can't make the same one again.
Ah, I see. Never mind then.
Don't get too down just yet, though. I mentioned I can't make another one, but I'm guessing Sakujiro probably won't be needing his anymore. It'd be a shame for it to go to waste.
Thank you very much.
No worries. And don't miss out on the start of the fireworks show.
Yoimiya! The way you took command of that whole situation...
What can I say? I like to talk. I'm a strong believer in the power of words. If you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there. If you just keep staring at it without doing anything, Sakujiro and Keisuke can't turn back the clock in their relationship. But anyway, follow me. I'll bring you to the perfect place to watch the fireworks. My pops will set off the firework that I wanted to give to you.
One day, I will showcase Inuzuma's fireworks to all of Tibet.
Huh? Oh, it's... Keisuke.
So, Yoimiya, these fireworks, what do they mean to you? Yoimiya? Shh. Huh? Oh.
That was amazing. It was so beautiful I could weep. I didn't actually cry though, right? I just feel a bit... Oh, remember that big one that went up first? That's the one I had Pops make for you.
Oh, Paimon saw it! It was one of the best...
That's what I wanted to hear. No matter where your journey takes you, and no matter what hardships might lie ahead, I hope you'll always... I believe that as time goes by, this firework will only grow... Oh, and also, you're technically my customers now. Here, this is your paper slip.
You know, Yoimiya, you seem to turn into a completely different person during the fireworks.
Oh, I can hear you. I just have a habit of being silent while quietly watching something you made with your own hands rise into the sky. You asked me what fireworks mean to me, right?
Yep. Well, for Koichi, who built the boat for us, and his friend, Third Sis, for Keisuke's parents, they commemorate. And for Keisuke and Sakujiro, they... Oh yeah, right, beliefs!
As for me, to be honest, even though I...
Seriously? Huh.
Well, no one's ever asked me this before, so I've never really settled on an answer. It was by chance that I happened to be born into the Naganohara family, so it was by chance that I ended up learning this craft. It's also by chance that I've met so many people, learned so many things, and discovered that people associate watching fireworks that disappear in a flash of light are probably the furthest thing away from the eternity that our shogun does. But people's feelings don't just disappear. And it's those feelings that give fireworks their purpose. Also, consider this. You have to have the Naganoharas because so many people... If we didn't exist, their wishes would go unfulfilled. You know, I don't really think about complicated, but I'm proud that I was born into the Naganohara family and have the chance to make so many pretty fireworks.
not such a bad place. Heimat's having a pretty good time. But we should probably go and see about the next operation that Toma and Ayaka were talking about, right? As usual.